match eh.
Akala ko ba nasa Jensen?
Akala ko nagtitraining. Eh, nandito pala eh.
Parang parang sumakay lang ng MRT mula Jensen, pabalik ng Araneta para manood ng game.
Hindi may sarili aeroplano si play coach.
Oo.
Nandito naman pala.
Si Freddy Rose.
Kaya naman ganun. Para nanggaling na ng away. Nanggaling na ng fight eh.
Hindi.
Medyo labog na yung mukha eh.
Nanggaling. Nag-sparring eh. Nag-sparring kanina umaga.
Jacket pa.
Providing the moral support.
As R.R. Garcia scores. Raimundo to Tiele. 5 to shoot. Webb drives and misses. That will be last touch on JC Intan. Checking out this fast break brought to you by Smart Bro, tomorrow's internet. And it will feature R.R. Garcia, who goes all the way for 2 points. R.R. Garcia with 7 points today. Meantime, here's Cervantes, hand off to Buen Suceso. Buen Suceso for 3. 4 minutes remaining here in the fourth and final quarter. Foul in the backcourt from John Dan Salvador. Well, this is an opportunity to revisit what we wanted to discuss earlier. Because we're, everyone's anticipating that game later on between Ginebra and San Miguel. And therefore, looking forward to the matchup between Junmar and Greg. And you had an opportunity to guard big guys before. Marlo Aquino,
EJ
File. Well, Asi was your teammate, so
Teammate Bonel Bolingit was
Bonel,
also my
your teammate also. So you were lucky you didn't have to guard them. Maybe in practice you had to. What's the difference between EJ, Marlu, and let's say Greg and Junmar now?
Well, I would say yung agility and yung athleticism. And nowadays, of course, Marlo was one of those guys who would also dunk on your face. But, yung galaw ng Greg and itong si Junmar, leaps and bounds yung difference eh. Talaga nag-evolve na nga yung basketball. You see a lot of guys, tall players at that, and at the same time, they're very athletic. That's something na naging diferensya from the big guys during my time.
Tito Jaime skying for the rebound, and he was pushed in the process. This astig move is brought to you by Jack and Jill Iceman Candy. Labas ang tapang.
Sorrento line up on the floor. You see a lot of guards, and then you see a lot of threes. Ibig sabihin, puro mga 3-man yung mga nasa loob, and your biggest guy basically is Cervantes, who can also play a 3 or a 4. So right there, that's going to be a big sign for Barako to really muscle their way again underneath.
Three minutes left in the fourth quarter. Revilla, ball fake, and tip in for Chito Jaime.
Good work there by Jaime to follow that shot and not just think that papasok na yung bawat tira ni Eli Revilla.
Well, Barako Bull, they, in all likelihood, they are less than 3 minutes away from finally claiming their first victory. Are you a bit surprised that, that Barako Bull has struggled here in the Philippine Cup, given they have size, they have experience, they have a lot of young, talented players on this roster also.
They have a good mix, I would say, in terms of their lineup. And, tama ka dun, Miko, I'm a bit surprised with the way ngayon pa lang sila makakuha eventually ng panalo. But, that's how it is in any league. You need the team to really have a breakout win to get things going. And hopefully, Barako will continue on to win this game. Masundan kaya ulit ang kanilang nasusunod na mga laro na panalo.
Pascual. I tell you, Jake Pascual adding to his point total. Jake Pascual now with 22 points.
The nice thing about Jake is not only points, but he really worked hard for his rebounds as well.
Ayan ang ating Mangwan Pinoy Player of the Half mula kay Chito Jaime. 100% galing ng Pinoy mula sa Mangwan, packed with sarap ng Pinoy. And there's Jake Pascual.
Di pa tapos no?
Oh, he got a rebound as well. Having a big night, Jake Pascual. Last 2 minutes brought to you by Outlast Battery. Start agad. Jake Pascual. It's a nice hand from the Barako supporters. Papag Paredes will take his place. Now looking ahead for Kia Soreto. Unless they come up with a miracle of biblical proportions, they are going to lose this game. What issues did you see that that have to be addressed moving along?
Well, one thing for this game, if you base it from this game, they have to address that problem on the post. They will always get muscled and pushed away underneath. They have to use their speed. They have to get their opponents out of balance on the blocks. And another thing for Kia, they can look back at the Alaska game. I mean, Alaska is the top team in the league, wala pang talo, and yet pinahirapan din nila yung Aces kahit paano in the first half of that game. So that's a positive that they can always learn from being a young team.
This fast break is brought to you by Smart Bro, tomorrow's internet. The good vibes player for Kia has undoubtedly been Eli Revilla. I mean, even the big crowd here, they've appreciated the way Eli Revilla has played despite the score.
But hands down, I mean, he's got a lot of heart. And when you have a lot of heart, being undersized and all, you got to have that guts to go into that basket. You know, he's hoping that the assistant and also the coaching staff would hope that yung heart na mag-rub off even with their big guys to really keep on battling underneath at makakuha naman sila ng sunod-sunod na panalo here in the tournament.
Webb trying to go all the way, and he does. 6 points for Joshua Webb with under a minute left in the fourth and final quarter. This defensive stop is brought to you by our Prestone Brake Fluid. Get good defense on the road with Prestone's superior braking power. Protect it, Prestone it. Meantime, Paredes against Jaime. And Paredes, basket is good. Even gets a high five from his former teammate, Eli Revilla.
That's a good move. He used that strong finish to the basket. That's going to be good for Paredes.
40 seconds left. Kia Soreto will slide down to 1-6, and then Barako Bull will get their first victory. They'll go to 1-5. Oh, so here we go. We have the right sequence here. This defensive stop is brought to you by Prestone Brake Fluid. Get good defense on the road with Prestone's superior braking power. Protected, Prestone. Meantime, Webb with the ball. He pulls up and overshoots. Chito Jaime, he'll fire a three. That was out. Ultimately, what gave Barako Bull the winning edge today?
Well, first of all, their size underneath, and that's basically what they did. At lalong-lalong, Miko, I have to mention this, yung third quarter pressure na ginawa ni Paulo Hubalde and even Chico Lanete. Those are the guys who became that spark off the bench for Barako to get those transition steals. Kaya biglang dumali yung buhay ng mga big guys sa ilalim.
People might recall nung third quarter, sunod-sunod na agaw, diba? Barako defenders wiping the ball away, and I really prevented Kia from generating any sort of positive momentum in the second half.
Pero yun din yung gusto nga ni Coach Koy, no? Kaya nga niya kinuha to si Paulo Ubalde because they need someone to really pressure hard. And once you get transition points or easy baskets of good defenses, that's going to definitely rub off into the entire Barako Bulls bench.
6.7 seconds remaining before the end of the game, and in the moment, we will bring you Ginebra versus San Miguel. Battle between Greg Slaughter and Junmar Fajardo. And that ends this game. Barako Bull, head coach Koy Baral, and the rest of the Energy Cola finally in the win column, beating Kia Sorrento 85-71. Or rather 87-71. That is the official final score. Our best player of the game is Jake Pascual, brought to you by Cord Marine Epoxy. Sintigas ng bakal, sintibay ng bato, sintatag ng isang blocking semento. Jake Pascual, best player of the game.
Yun nga, he had even had 3 steals and 2 assists. So an all-around game for Jake Pascual. He's really doing very well for Barako. He was one of the most consistent performers on the side of the team.
Okay, coming up next is Sports 360 on TV5 and Sports5. .ph. For Sal Guevara, my partner Eric Reyes. Thank you for joining me today. I'm Migo Alili saying stand by for more action. Barako Bull winning over Kia Sorrento 87-71.
Sa bilog ang bola. Ito ang liga.